Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Constructive Liberty Podcast. Always intentionally designing a lifestyle of freedom. I was thinking the other day, I should probably change that to Constructing a Life of Liberty because I am the Constructive Liberty Podcast. So, intentionally or designing a lifestyle of freedom means the same thing as constructing a life of liberty. I don't know what flows better. If you have any thoughts on that, let me know. I've got some other things I'm rolling around in my mind too for what to have as a tagline, but for now it's just intentionally designing a lifestyle of freedom. That's what's on my shirts. So if you want a shirt, well, my store is down online and I keep forgetting to go fix it, so you can't go buy a shirt. But if it was fixed, you could go buy a shirt and support the show. Can't do that right now. Sorry. So what am I talking about today? I'm talking about intention, action, and motivation. Okay, now hear me out for just a little bit. Most people, they want the motivation to take the actions to become the person they want to be or to get what they want in life. And the motivations behind all of everything for them is wrong. They're like, I'm not motivated to go do the actions. And I intend to go do the thing that I say I want to do. Like I want to be that or to do that, and I intend to, but I'm just not motivated, so I'm not going to go. We're going to get into that in a bit. First, I want to tell you, if you have not already, I want you to go to selfreliancefestival.com, or you can check the link in the show notes. I've got an affiliate link that I'll be dropping in there once I get home and can upload this. There will be an affiliate link in the show notes. Go buy yourself a ticket to Self-Reliance Festival. It's only $75. There's going to be a lot of awesome people there. There's going to be a lot of really awesome speakers. If you've been around me, you know I listen to Jack Spirko quite a bit and Nicole Sauce quite a bit. That's the Survival Podcast and Living Free in Tennessee. And there's a lot of other cool YouTubers and podcasters and stuff that are going to be there as well, talking about self-reliance, creating or designing that lifestyle of freedom and the things that you can do. So there's going to be a lot of awesome speakers there. I'm going to be there speaking as well. So awesome speakers plus me makes it a really awesome time. So selfreliancefestival.com, or click the link in the show notes and I'll get a small commission. I don't even know what the commission is. Just go to selfreliancefestival.com and buy the ticket. I think there's only 50 left, so you better go get it. They're selling out fast. The dates for that are October 1st and 2nd. It's a Saturday and Sunday. I think it's the 1st and 2nd. I know it's that weekend. I'm just not sure on the exact days of that. But go check it out. You're going to have a really good time. I know I'm looking forward to it. It's just over a week away from the time I leave to go there. I got some prep work to do ahead of time there, doing a little bit of work around the compound where this festival is held at. So it's going to be a good time. Anyway, on to the main topic of today's show. Motivation, intention, action. So I was thinking today about motivation and, how do I stay motivated to do things? And I had to think to myself, honestly, I don't stay motivated. I'm not motivated. Being motivated is a bunch of BS, okay? It's a bunch of hogwash. Motivation is not a thing. Nobody is motivated to go out and to go to work. Nobody's motivated to go hammer a nail. Nobody wants to do that. No plumbers are motivated to go clean some crap out of somebody's pipe or to unplug a stopped up toilet. You're not motivated for that kind of stuff, okay? Nobody has the motivation to do the things that they say, I'm just not motivated for. Motivation is a myth, at least in the way people use it, okay? You're not motivated to go do the thing because you don't have a purpose behind it. I'm not motivated to go to work and paint trim or install trim or build a deck. I don't like those things that much. The only thing I'm motivated to do is to go watch football or sometimes read a book. I love to read a book, but I'm not very motivated. Truth is, when I have time to read a book, I have half the time to sit down and scroll Facebook or Instagram or heaven forbid, TikTok. I don't go read the book when I do have time because I'm not motivated to go do it. You have to set the intention for the action. Now, most times people will be like, oh, well, I had good intentions, or I intended to do the thing. I intended to give money to the poor, or I intended to go help my neighbor Bob out on his barn, or whatever the thing is. I had good intentions. But did you really? You know, when you have intentions, you set an active intentions, wanting to do something or knowing you should do something and being like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll go do that. That is not an intention. All right? Intention always precedes action. Always. Now, it's often subconscious or even unconscious, but intention always precedes an action. Whether I rip open a bag of Doritos, which I have not done in years and years, by the way. They are the bane of my existence. I have quit Doritos, and I did not let them down easy. But whether I rip open a bag of Doritos and eat the whole bag while I'm reading a book, I had to set that intention, like, okay, I'm going to go get a bag of Doritos and eat it. I didn't maybe consciously make that decision, make that choice. Okay, I'm eating a Dorito and hand to mouth, Dorito. No, those things happen unconsciously often, or for sure subconsciously. Like, you don't think about it, but it was an intention because you couldn't have acted without that intention having been there. So whether that's vegging out and watching movies, or taking a nap, or scrolling Facebook or TikTok for an hour, or whatever that is, you had set that intention. You intended to do that. Now, maybe you didn't want to do that. Maybe you consciously didn't want to do that, but subconsciously you allowed yourself to be drawn into that. You allowed your subconscious intentions to override your conscious wants, or knowing what you should be doing consciously. So how do we overcome the subconscious intentions and do the actions that we want to do? How do we do that? Well, first off, you have to look at every action that you take. You have to realize that every action you take is a vote towards the person that you want to become. Every action that you do, every book that you read, every nail that you hammer, every house that you clean, everything you do is a vote towards the kind of person you want to become. Okay, so if you eat a bag of Doritos, that's a vote for becoming a fatty, right? Becoming a couch potato. That's what that is. If you go on a run, that's a vote for becoming a fit and healthy person. If you read a book, like a good personal development book, that is a vote for becoming a better person. If you take time to have your morning devotional and prayer time, that is a vote for becoming a stronger spiritual person. Vote for drawing closer to God. If you spend time with youth, with kids, that's a vote for becoming a mentor to those people, as long as you do that in the right way. Some people have different intentions for that, but we're not going to go there today. What I want you to get in your head is that every single action or inaction that you take, because laying on the couch is inaction, but it's an action, is a vote towards becoming the kind of person that you want to become. Okay? So if you can think about it that way, you'll begin to understand how your actions pile up, how those things multiply, how they, I'm not even sure what the right word is here, but how they stack together to be, so that future you becomes the kind of person you want or don't want to be. So ask yourself right now, take yourself out of your mind, okay, and release yourself from your mind, if you will, and embody future you 10 years from now, and ask yourself, 10 years from now, person, come back and talk to you sitting on the couch, eating a bag of Doritos and watching reruns of Friends, or I don't even know, whatever movie you like. Is that going to make me the kind of person that I want to be? Would future you come back and kick your ass for doing that? Or would future you future you be like, dude, you're doing a great job. Fantastic. You are developing me. Like, the action you're taking now made me who I am today. And future you will say that with pride. Is the action you're taking now doing that? There's a lot of things, confession time, there's a lot of things I do that future me would seriously beat the daylights out of me. Like a baseball bat to the back of the head, probably. I'm not kidding. I waste time on social media scrolling TikTok videos or Facebook Reels or Instagram, whatever. I do. I waste too much time doing that. If I sit down and think about it, I wouldn't do that. When I catch myself in those moments and think about what would future me say to me right now sitting here doing this, I quickly exit out of it and go do something productive, something that future me would be proud of. So if you can think of future you, what am I doing now that they would be proud of or would not be proud of, and set the intentions on becoming the future you that you want to be. Like, do you want future you to be a fatty? No, you don't. You most likely don't. So take the time to make sure that your actions today are lining up with future you becoming the kind of person you want to be. And that is where your motivation comes from. Motivation isn't this fickle thing that, oh, I just didn't feel like doing the thing. It's like, well, no. Nobody feels like doing the thing in the moment. Nobody feels like going to the gym and working out. Nobody feels like reading a big, long personal development book or feels like watching a video on YouTube that's going to teach them a life skill that they can then turn around and make $100,000 on that year. Nobody feels like doing the hard things. What you feel like doing is grabbing a bag of Doritos or a bowl of popcorn and sitting down and watching a movie. That's what I feel like doing all the time. So I hope you can separate or divorce motivation from your feelings. Like, allow the future you that you want to be your motivation. Separate that from your feelings, whether you feel like it or not. Just go do the thing. Go freaking do it. Future you will thank you. Future you will get better each and every day. It's kind of like in the old video games that I used to play. You know, you do these actions and you rack up bonus points or hit points or whatever. I can't even remember what all the things are, but playing like Zelda and Super Mario and some of those games, you rack up hit points or you rack bonus points or whatever they are, and your character becomes stronger or weaker based on what you do, based on the actions that you take in the game. Life is the same way. It's just a game. Your character, your avatar, whatever, your body, you become stronger or weaker based on the actions you take. So what actions are you taking today to build a stronger future you? That's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Like it, share it with a friend. Go rate and review it on iTunes or Apple or all the places. You know, iTunes and Apple are the same thing. iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher. I don't even care. Just build a future, a better future you. That's all I want for you today. Do good work.